part of, I think, being an entrepreneur is that it is very, very lonely. It's isolating. I think by definition, part of being an entrepreneur is that you have a big ego, because you kind of have to have a big ego to think that you can go make something and people buy it. And people with big egos, it's hard to accept that sometimes you try things and they don't work. And sometimes things work for a little while and they break. And sometimes, like I said, people leave that you thought you needed to do what you needed to do. And so for me, there have been bouts of depression. I mean, it's just, I'm just sad. It's hard to get up. People are counting on me and I can't get up. But for me, because I am a born again Christian, I am more spiritual than religious, though, even though I'm a preacher's kid. But for me, prayer and meditation has been a saving grace. And then again, I go back to those relationships. It was so funny because I was struggling last week, like really, really struggling. And I didn't want to tell anybody because usually I'm the person that makes everybody feel good. And I just was just sad. And so something said, tell your sister. So I told her, and she just listened. And then she called back and told me that sometimes your mind will make you think things are true that just are not. And I was like, okay. And so then I was talking to my brother, and he said to me, because I said, we're going to pray that God restores all that I lost. That's what I said. I texted to my brother. And he said, let's not focus on loss. Let's focus on restoration. And then I was talking to a former employee who became one of my closest friends. And she said, Carla, let's make sure that you're speaking life over the things that you want to live. Now, the funny thing is that a long time ago, I was telling my dad about being at a church, and this preacher was saying, God told me to tell you. And my dad said, Carla, when I call you, I don't have to ask nobody for your phone number. And when you hear my voice, you know it's me. I don't have to tell you that I'm your daddy. So when God speaks to you, you will know his voice, and nobody will have to direct him to you. So for me, the fact that 3 people basically told me what I needed to do, all with similar messages, all around the same time, for me, that was confirmation of that I needed to get up, fix my mind, focus on the things that I want, and start speaking life over them. And when I started doing that, no lie, a deal called me that is going to restore what I was grieving. I think that for me, being a spiritual person has been a saving grace, and it has allowed me to push through some of the darkest times in my business and in my personal life. It's for me, it's been everything. I don't know if I would still be standing in an industry that affordable health care was going to take out. So I was watching that because we can't afford to pay for health insurance for all the Tims. It's just been an interesting time, but having a spiritual core, a spiritual roadmap for me has been a saving grace. When all is falling apart, I have somebody that I believe I can pray to, and it makes it okay because I can stand on those promises that I believe that God has given me. I can quote those scriptures that steady my soul. I can play those songs that restore my faith, and I can keep pushing.